He's gonna keep queuing. It's the same guy. Stop queuing. Use your brain. You gotta wait a minute for me to find a match. Oh, it's a different dude. Cool. That'll work. So if we're gonna play real turtley, we've got to get a fast third up behind our early tank Viking is gonna be the goal. Problem, of course, with sitting back purely defensively against a Zerg is they can't. If you get a greedy Zerg, they might get a bit too far ahead of us. But in this case, we're gonna get to show it in a TVT. So we're gonna go into mech off the back of it. Kyra says, "Love you, Pig." Thank you so much, dude. Honestly, it's this makes my week. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, dude.
Roger.
So I'm gonna go a gas first expand is how we're gonna do this. And you know, you might like SCV scout, I think would be a pretty good idea. So we'll probably just go, yeah, start the barracks and then send an SCV scout across the map. I guess we might as well open it up a little bit. Why not?
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
Actually, let's, because we don't really want to let him across the map, we'll open it up on the way home if he's also expanding. That's what we're gonna do.
What's going on?
How long will these sub alerts keep going? For like an hour, probably. Green Turtle, thank you very much for the support, yo.
Huh?
Are they're not blocking anything, right? I made it pretty small so that it's like not very in your face. So if we want to be really defensive, we can actually go reactor first, straight into Marines rather than a Reaper, by the way. And he's actually doing the same thing.
In the rear with the gear.
Okay.
Go
Solid.
ahead.
Thought my build was weird.
Yep. Ben. In the rear with the gear. You're the boss.
And then we want to go straight into, so we've gone expansion on the low ground.
Big job.
Gonna go factory on 20. We're then gonna drop a second gas immediately. No, we're not.
What's going on?
Should have actually gone depot first, probably. Yeah, that'll do. That timing's okay. We're gonna go back in and try and see what he's up to. Keep building SCVs as priority. It's okay to not non-stop be building Marines. And second gas finally goes down. Okay, so he's building Marines, so we're just gonna have a little bit of a drill here, and then we're gonna get the hell out of there, because he's gonna have Marines popping in a sec. So let's just leave. We're gonna go hide up there for a follow-up scout. That's how we're gonna do this. And we're gonna put 2 guys on gas. Now, we don't need a third depot, because that's obviously gonna be coming in there. And we wanna be going tanks and Vikings is what you'd want it. Now, because this is a TVT, we're obviously not gonna get to show the next stage too much. So we're actually gonna do a really special TVT push. So you could use the same opening, but we're gonna do a pure Marine tank Viking push is how we're gonna do this. And I don't know how this is gonna work. It might work real well, it might work kind of shittily. Either way, I think it'll actually be pretty good at dealing with whatever he sends our way. So we're trying to build lots of Marines.
This better be good.
We can now lift that barracks off and go to single Marine production at a time.
Ready.
Our SCVs are under
He's
attack.
hanging out front, and he did actually build some Hellions and Reapers out of that barracks. Okay, so we do have to be a little bit worried.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so we're gonna build a depot there. And the idea here is that we want to actually be building Vikings, sometimes one at a time, sometimes 2 at a time. Now notice we're spreading these out.
Armed and been waiting on.
Oh, he's actually doing that build? Really? Felt like it was too late to be doing that. I guess not.
Bad news. Ready to plunder. What's going on? Go, go, go. Yo. Battle. Go ahead. Fighter, let's get it. You ready for war? Transformation. Let's get into the fight. Transformation systems and drive. Fighter flight. Yeah, right. You gonna you armed and boy. You ready for? Give up. Been waiting.
Okay. So normally at this point, so if you were playing against the Zerg, you wouldn't go for the reactor on the starport. You'd just be building Vikings one at a time, and you'd basically just go off this opening, try to secure a third base. You'd build it on the high ground first of all, but that would essentially be the game plan.
Armed. Let's get. You gonna ready to blunder?
Because we're playing TVT, we need to actually go and do some stuff with our units because we're not going for Ravens. So he's probably going to build Ravens, but they'll be quite delayed. So the idea is we have to hit pre-Raven, and that can work out really nicely. All right. Kybrit's still gifting subs. What the hell, man?
Fighter. Made for battle. Ready. Ready to blunder. What? You gonna give me orders? They want a piece of me.
I'm not sure if he's pushing me or not.
Transfer. This better. Let's by the numbers. Transfer. Made for. You ready for? Ready for. Let's get into the fight.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go.
Go, go, go! Fighter flight. Yeah, made for battle. You gonna you want a piece of me, boy?
They're all following each other. That's a shame.
What's that?
Been waiting. Armed and
Speak up. SCV ready.
And from here, I'm going to have to try and play a normal TVT, I guess. All right, that's going to go there, and we are just going to build a lib. We're going to start trying to do some harassment with the Vikings. And we'll see what we can achieve.
this better be good. Gangway coming through.
SCV ready.
Get some of that going. Keep building tanks.
Who wants some? Going.
Keep building depots. We've got 2 barracks on the way.
No one.
All right, that's going to land there, and at the exact same time, this is going to land there. Hopefully he doesn't have tanks in either position, but we will find out momentarily.
SCV ready.
Fighter flight. Yeah, right.
Oh, he's got stim already finished.
Made for battle. Certainly.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Go, go, go.
Reporting for action. Yes, sir. Flight plan is locked. As you say.
SCV ready.
Good job, son.
Go ahead.
Okay, everything's quite late
SCV ready.
because he's got the stim advantage.
All hands to battle stations. Got freedom?
What's going? Bad news. Ready to
Make sure we
Command
can't be
center
dropped.
upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
A few Vikings first of all.
We hear you.
Base is under attack. Mineral field completed. Base is under attack.
How can we help?
Ready to roll out.
Base is under attack.
Big job. Made
Add-on
for battle.
complete. Mineral field depleted.
Is this another game where I have to wizard?
SCV
Are we going to have to wizard again?
Depleted.
Are we going to Hogwarts?
bad news.
Transformation systems.
We're returning fire!
Upgrade complete.
Harry.
Add-on.
You are a wizard, Piggy. You are a wizard. Holy shit.
Gangway. Come
I don't even know what to say after that. You could also see it, how he just kind of like headbutted into my natural without even like really looking ahead.
Give us your
This one's a madman, man.
Research.
This better be good. Let's get into the fight. Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. No.
Made for battle. Transformation systems prime.
Fueled up, ready to go. Ready to roll out.
He really wants to headbutt.
Gangway. Coming through.
Yeah, you could see he was about to dive in there, and then he thought better of it. Psychopath. We're playing an actual psychopath, guys. Now, I really encourage people, if you don't like late game TVT, this is a good way to play. Just keep trying to push, keep trying to shove your way in. And yeah, it can work out really quite well.
Go ahead.
So we're gonna try and get some tanks sieged up over there.
Ready for dust off.
Fueled up. SCV ready.
And we're just trying to make sure he can't doom drop me. Shields is finally gonna be going on the way.
Want some? Gangway. You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV ready.
We can use some help here.
Lay it on me.
This been waiting on transformation.
Okay, so I think I should stick to the air control attempt.
Ready to roll out.
Go, go, go! Will do. Orders received. You gonna give me orders? Made.
Got no patience for sitting. What's that?
Fighter. We could use some help here. Ready?
Fueled up, ready to go. Go ahead. Ah, big job.
Ready to blow. You want a piece of me, boy? Gangway. Coming through.
Okay,
Bad news.
trying to survive.
Roger.
We're following this by trying to survive. Don't have any music right now, so we're gonna tab out real quick. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Endless Space, good soundtrack.
Ready to blunder. Help here. Armed and ready.
Research. Upgrade complete.
Ready.
Once. This better be good. Been waiting on Gangway. Coming through.
ETA 1 minute.
By the number.
Ready for dust off.
Upgrade.
Fueled up, ready to go.
This better be good. Been waiting. By the number. Gangway. Coming through.
In the rear with the gear.
By the been waiting on. Armed and ready. Go, go, go!
Upgrade complete.
Go ahead.
We could use some help here.
Whoa! Oh, he stimmed his whole army down there.
This better
Wow.
be good.
Ready for dust off. Somebody, get me out of this.
Ready to blunder. You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
Been waiting.
Waiting on you. Drop.
Gangway. Coming through. Armed, you can
Need something? Speak.
once. Armed and this better be good. By the number.
Talk to me.
Mineral field depleted.
Got need something.
White flight's here.
Liberation is at hand.
Go, go, go!
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Gangway. Coming through.
Ready for dust off.
Base is under attack.
Once.
Mineral field.
Ready to blunder.
We have you on screen.
Ready to plunder. Yes.
We're returning fire.
You gonna get ready to plunder.
Command center upgrade complete.
Liberation.
Ready to plunder.
Need some. Go ahead.
Fighter
All
flight.
hands to battle stations.
Right.
We read you.
You ready? Let's get into the fight.
Go
Ready
ahead.
to plunder.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's go. What's our target?
Mineral field.
Ready to plunder. You ready for war?
Upgrade complete.
Let's get into the fighter.
Mineral field depleted.
Made for fighter. Let's get ready to plunder. You gonna get orders? Made for battle. You ready for war?
Mineral field depleted. Vespene geyser exhausted.
Ready to plunder.
Pick up.
Ready to raise some hell.
Transformation
Upgrade
systems
complete.
primed.
What?
Ready to plunder.
In the rear with the gear. Yeah, go.
Ready to plunder.
What's that?
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Ready to plunder.
Need something blown up?
Somebody get out of this. Now what?
Been waiting.
Waiting on you. Ready for pick.
Up, ready to go. Go ahead.
Reporting for action.
10-4.
Mineral field depleted.
How can we help?
Give us your best shot.
All hands to battle.
Mineral field depleted.
Somebody get out of this mess.
Mineral field depleted.
This better be good. By the numbers. Fighter flight. Ready to plunder. Ready to plunder. Yeah.
Mineral field.
Reporting for action.
What? This was some deep understanding of TVT, by the way, guys. Let's go for mass siege tank, and then not focus on the air battle. And then get like 1 billion command centers. And at this point, I mean, you just go second armory, upgrade and you get the Viking advantage and you can't lose. He's trying to rush to battle cruisers? I don't know. Like, why is he even trying to contain me as well? I feel like people tend to play so much worse when they get obsessed with ideas like containing their opponent. It's very hard to both macro really well, keep up a contain, and then also stop them from sliding backstabs and drops out. The thing is, there's just no reason. There's no reason why he should try to do all this. And he's like, oh, you have the Viking advantage and you built a Liberator. Well, maybe I shouldn't have gone into one starport battlecruiser transition. Like, what? And he's like still in a totally fine position. Hasn't been rebuilding workers though, and it just is like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna just grab my whole army and headbutt into you, because you understand how to play the late game and I don't, so... What? Yeah, like this push, I was like, wait, are you crazy? I was like, are you insane? So I actually, this is a bit over ego with how I pushed down here, but I was like, shit, mass repair, and look at this, he doesn't target his tanks. Most of them are shooting the planetary, and it's getting repaired, so they're not actually killing my tanks while they're sieging up. Only the ones in the back, some of them were firing, the other ones aren't. Oh, so bad. This is great. And the drops come in at the same time, they're like killing stuff. Oh, delicious. Let's take a look at the graphs to get an idea. How far ahead was he? That's the army value graph. Let's look at the workers. Workers was ahead all game by a bit. Army was epically ahead until that moment. Oh my god, GG's. That's hilarious.